I've come today armed with something a little bit special. This has a very strong part of my life. It's actually my late grandfather's instrument. It's a beautiful bass guitar. You know, for those in the know, it is a 63p bass, and I love it dearly. And this has helped inspire me. And I'm not saying go out and find yourself a 63p bass, you know, I'm not saying that one thing. This is all about picking up a new instrument and finding out what makes that tick. You probably have been in a position, you might be at college studying or with friends, other like-minded players, and you pick up somebody else's bass guitar and you play it like you've never played before. Sound a bit familiar? It happens, and the reason that is because it's new. You know, you've got to work a different way of actually manoeuvring round this beast and working with it. You know, we're so used to the fact that we spend time setting up our own instruments to get them to play how we want them. Suddenly you jump on someone else's and it's like, whoa, that's a bit different. But take a moment, see what's different. Is it because the neck's fatter? Is it because it's got different pickups? Is it because the string spacing's different, or the woods are different or something? It can be anything, but it can make you react and play differently. For example, this particular bass I use a lot when I record, and it's just got something that sits beautifully in a mix. It makes me play different. I can take real pleasure playing the simple things and letting those notes breathe. Because when you've got an instrument that does that, you see a chart of semi-breathes in front of you, or whole bar notes, and you're like, brilliant. You know, and there's such kind of feeling in it, and you do get this from an older instrument, but it makes you play different things. It makes you play differently, and there's some beautiful tones. Again, it really kind of accelerates the fact that you play on the fatter strings higher up the neck. You know, there's some really beautiful tones to be had, and I just urge you to try different instruments. And going back to an earlier video we did where we were talking about what a good bass guitar, this is an example of my grandfather actually going into a local music shop and buying the best at the time he could afford. Fair play, wise choice.